Hey everyone, it's Mari. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I have a 12 by 12 scrapbooking process to share with you today for the Scrapbook Nerd online shop and blog. And I'm going to be using a bunch of Vicki Boutin products today. I'm going to start out with her art crayons. And I believe these are the warms. This is the warm set, so it's the oranges and pinks and so on. And I just love these to work with. They're a lot of fun. There's a bunch of different things that you can do with them. You can actually grab a stencil brush over at the Scrapbook Nerd, and I think they're getting Vicki's new stencil brush in, but I don't think that they have arrived yet, and I don't even know if they've shipped, if Vicki's new stencil brushes are shipping yet. Probably soon, I'm guessing, but they look really awesome and I can't wait to try them out. So I just used this one that's in my stash. And you can use any stencils for this technique at all. I'm using some Tim Holtz stencils, and I love the Tim Holtz stencils. They're great quality, and they're a lot of fun to work with. Vicki has her own line of stencils, and they do have those over in the shop. I just haven't had a chance to get those in my hands yet. And so I'm just using this really, really simple technique to create a bit of a background. So I'm just taking the crayon and I'm just coloring it onto a piece of acetate. Then I'm picking it up with that stencil brush, and then I'm just brushing that through a stencil. And it just leaves this really nice impression on your cardstock. Now, I highly recommend the Vicki Boutin mixed media paper pad, and I know that the ladies have those over in the shop, or they did have anyways. If you can get your hands on that paper, it is amazing. It is really heavy, and it's actually a really great price. I think it's less than $1 a sheet, and it's very heavy and thick, and it takes the mixed media really, really well. So I'm just using a texture paste here. You can use any texture paste, and you have a whole bunch of different choices over at the shop. And I actually left a supply list of all the different things that I used for this layout on my blog post for today. So if you go over to the link that's in the description box below, you can check out all the supplies that I used for this layout. This is actually a really clean layout. I wanted to keep this really simple and just really make that photograph the focal piece. You can see that I've added some texture through a stencil with that texture paste. I just took my heart punch and punched out some of that Vicki Boutin paper with the script on it, and did a little bit of sewing through the center of those hearts and attached them to a piece of vellum in that same heart shape. Now you can see I'm just doing some really basic layering with my photograph here, and I'm using a little bit of the Create Paper Good Vibes 6x6 pad and some vellum again to mount my photograph. And I'm going to stick that down kind of in the center of the layout there when I've got it all trimmed up evenly. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of really basic embellishing around the photograph. And this, like I said, this is a really simple layout. It came together very quickly. And I just wanted to share these stenciling techniques with you today with some of Vicki's products. And I love her. I love that new line of hers. It is really cool. And there's so many fun things that you can do with the products that she has. I am going to do a haul video this week as well from Scrapbook Nerd, and I recently got Vicki's junk journal, and I'm really excited to try some of her mixed media products in that junk journal as well. So you can see that I'm just using those heart shapes in a diagonal from one corner down to the other to take your eye through the photograph from one corner to the other, and I really like how that looks. I'm going to use a few of the little pieces from Vicki's collection again. Here I'm going to use some of the stickers from the sentiment sticker sheet, and that really adorable little die cut bird in the corner that's looking up at the photograph. The little birdie's in the same color palette as the art crayons that I've used. And I'm going to take some of the All the Good Things from Vicki Boutin, the phrase sticker sheet, and I'm going to use that as part of my title. Really like how that looks. I think that black just obviously really complements the other elements on the layout. And then you can just see that subtle color from the stencil behind the photograph. I'm just going to add that little sticker in that area as well. It is a dimensional sticker, but I just didn't really like the dimension for where I was going to place that. So it's really easy to remove that off the back. And I'm just going to put it kind of more flat underneath that phrase sticker that says sweet. And I love how that looks. I really like that. And I just wanted to add some of these little enamel dots, embellishments from this little enamel dot sticker sheet, also from All the Good Things. And then I'm just going to add one of the little foam hearts from that phrase sticker sheet to the top right hand corner of the photograph, and the layout is going to be finished. And I really like how this turned out. It's a minimalist layout for sure, with that technique of the stenciling in the background, and I really like it. I think it's simple and pretty, and I like it. So hey guys, make sure you check out the link in the description box below to the scrapbooknerd.com blog. And like I said, I've linked up all of the supplies that I've used there in my blog post today, so you can head over there and check that out and check the supply list. So thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and have an amazing day. And I'll see you back another time for another project here on my channel. Bye-bye.